8-year-olds. Yes, working mom but wanted to experience work from home. Still have 16-year-old, 13 and 11. Sige, we'll go back to this later. We'll go back to this discussion later. Pero for now, patuloy natin yung discussion natin na let's get on with these slides. Ang dami nating slides. We're covering a lot. Allotted time natin ngayon is 2 hours. We might go beyond that. Hopefully hindi kasi ito lang yung tubig ko. Baka mabubusan ako ng tubig. And we'll take a few breaks in between, of course. So, yun, how to start working from home even without experience. Now, before we get started, I'm going to ask you for a few favors. As you know, this is free information. This is a free webinar. Wala pong bayad to. May mga courses kami na may bayad, pero itong webinar to, this is a lot of valuable information and it's all free. Libre to lahat. Adjust ko lang yung camera ko dito para mas maganda yung ganito. It is all free information. So I'm going to ask you to do a few things. Okay? Number 1, take notes. Okay? You're going to be learning a lot in this webinar, so I want you to take notes. Okay? It's important for you to take notes. So grab a pen and paper or baka cellphone mo, baka may Microsoft Word document ka buksan, but I want you to take notes kasi makalimutan mo yung ibang information dito. This is gonna be if you don't take notes and try to remember everything, may information overload kayo. Okay? So I want you to take notes. Second is take action. Because if all you do is learn and learn, attend kayo ng webinar, attend kayo ng mga course, mga training, ganun, and wala kayong gagawin, wala nang silbi yun. You have to take action. Start taking action on what you learn. Okay, so right now I want you to take notes. Later, I want you to take action. And third, I want you to take your friends with you. So share this to your friends. Share this with your friends. Hit that share button right now. I want you to share this. Screenshot. Siguro, nag-screenshot siya para nag-screenshot yung notes niya. Kasi dapat i-save yun. Hindi yung clipboard lang tapos mula yung mga screenshots. Okay, hit that share button because once again, this is free information and lalo na ngayon, diba? Lalo na ngayon na may pandemic tayo. Diba? We've been having this pandemic for more than 1 year pero lalo ngayon na may Delta variant tayo. Diba? Nakakatakot. We're hitting all-time highs sa mga hospitalizations, mga death, and yung mga bata affected din, diba? So, a lot of us have kids and you might have friends who have kids also, so all the more na this is a reason why we want to work from home, diba? All the more na we should be looking into this and parang second wave tayo sa virus, sa Delta variant, you know, and yung mga tao wala ng pera, diba? A lot of people don't have money, so working online is a great opportunity. So share this with other people and type na you shared it, okay? So that we can also know na you guys are sharing this with our other people. Thank you, Clarissa. Thank you, Lilia. Thank you, Ale. Thank you, Tots. Thank you, Aaron Free. Thank you, Karen. Yes, share this with other people because once again, this is free information. Kahit yung mga beginner, kahit walang alam sa working online, sa mga online jobs, sa mga virtual assistant tayo, they will be able to learn from this webinar. Kasi yung webinar to, it explains the basics. So kung first time nyo dito, don't be scared. Don't be scared na you won't be able to understand because this is for you. Na you will be able to learn from this and have an idea about working online. And baka you can already apply for jobs and working online. For the people hoping some send star, including me. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dasugoy. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Elizabeth, PJ. May lambda variant pa, diba? Hindi na alam ano pa ng lambda variant, wala pang information masyado. So, ang nakakalakot, diba? Baka may ibang variant, baka next month may ibang variant na naman. We don't know. So, this is something that's going to be very very useful and very valuable for other people then. So, share this with your friends, with your family, other people as well. Jen, thank you. Marilyn, Alegna, Elaine, Jen, Christy, Jamie, Janeth, Denise, Cecilia, CJ, may tanong si CJ, pwede po ba ang VA sa undergrad? Yes. Short answer, yes. And I'm gonna discuss why later. Kasama siya sa presentation na to. But yes, kahit undergrad ka, hindi ka nakatapos ng high school, actually pwede. Pero better if nakatapos ka, diba? Thank you, Kenneth, Jean, MJ, Jenny, Ailey, Norlene, Hazel, Mahar, thank you. Yes, thank you for sharing. Okay. Anna, thank you for sharing. Okay, let's move on or hindi tayo matapos ngayong gabi. Don't forget to share, like we mentioned, and thank you for sharing. Also, we're gonna give you a free gift. May free gift po tayo, not just the information that you're gonna learn tonight, pero may guide pa tayong ibibigay. Okay, this is a PDF guide that we're gonna give. It's called The Basic Tools and Apps You Should Learn to Start Working Online. Tapos may mga bonus tools pa tayo dito, yung mga tools na used by social media managers, those people that handle Facebook, Instagram, mga TikTok, YouTube, those that handle social media accounts. We're gonna look at, well, we're not gonna discuss it tonight, pero we're gonna have this giveaway. Okay, may free gift po tayo. Ipamigay natin yung guide na to. How you're gonna get it, we'll tell you how at the end of this webinar. Okay, we'll tell you how later at the end of this webinar. So stay tuned so that we can also give this to you. Sige, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started with part 1. Inom na akong tubig. So let's get started with part 1, the introduction to online freelancing. Introduction to online freelancing. Thank you guys for all the comments and thank you for all sharing, by the way. I won't be able to read all the comments kasi sabi ko kanina ba, hindi tayo matatapos if I read all the comments because we're focused more on this presentation. So we'll jump into this presentation. But if you have questions, please type in the comment section down below. I'll try to get to the questions. Pakita ko naman ano yung mga questions dito. Ano yung mga statements yung mga thank you, ganun. I won't be able to read all of them. But yes, we still want you to, of course, comment and engage so that I know that you guys are listening. Okay? Even if I won't read your comments, I don't read them out loud. I'll still see them here and yun, I know that you guys will be listening if you're commenting. If you're not commenting, isipin ko, they're not listening. So, yun, I do appreciate the comments. Walang kailangan mag-invest dito. You can enroll in courses, pero hindi mo kailangan mag-invest. Pwede naman free lang information na kunin mo, like this webinar here, and we're gonna teach you how you can get started. Wala kang bayaran. Okay? Okay, so introduction to online freelancing. Ano ba yung online freelancing? What is freelancing? So let's first define ano yung freelancing? Anong ibig sabihin ng freelancing? And some of you might know this, baka sa iba basics to, but it's a good refresher, even for those that already know what this is. So, freelancing. So, simply put, freelancing refers to being self-employed. Okay? Self-employed. What we mean by being self-employed is you are, from the word itself, employed ka sa sarili mo, diba? You're not employed by an employer, you're employed by yourself. Meaning, you do work and you get paid for it. Okay? So, ano yun? You can get paid by the hour and you can also get paid by the project, depending on what kind of work you do. So, to make this clearer, let's have some examples here. So, some examples of freelancers are makeup artists. Diba sabi natin kanina na this is, you're self-employed, you do work, you get paid for it, you can be paid by the hour, you can also get paid by the project. Yung mga makeup artists, a lot of makeup artists, they are what we call self-employed because they offer their services. For example, sa wedding namin ng wife ko, she got a makeup artist. Ako, hindi ako kumuha ng makeup artist, pero they put powder pa rin on my face. She got a makeup artist, but the makeup artist was not employed by her. Yung makeup artist, hindi siya empleyado. Gets nyo? Do you guys understand? She paid the makeup artist for the services of the makeup artist. Okay, the services, but hindi siya employed under ng asawa ko. Okay? So, the makeup artist, they offer their services and they are their own boss. Okay? Business. Kung mga business yung makeup artist na kinuha namin, nakalimutan yung pangalan nun. Pero business yung makeup artist. Okay? So, he was his own business, tapos may assistant siya. Okay, gets nyo? Okay, yes. Okay, clear. Another example here is we have mga manghihilot. Yung mga masseuse. And I'm not talking about the masseuse sa mga Taiboran, mga Nuatay, ano ba yung mga body, wala nang body and soul ngayon. Yung mga massage parlor. I'm not talking about those kinds of masseuses or manghihilot. Kasi those people are employed. And dito natin makita yung difference na may manghihilot na self-employed, na tawagan mo lang siya, na parang they're established. Ito yung mga established na masseuses. Masseuses, tama ba yan? Massage therapists that may mga kliyente sila. May direct client sila. Hindi sila employed sa mga clients nila. They are self-employed. Nice. O si PJ, freelance production manager. Ano bang ginagawa mo, PJ? Can you kind of type it in so we also have an example of what you do? And these are just some examples of mga freelance work na offline, na offline. At least para mag-gets nyo yung concept. Okay? Before we go into online freelancing. And then another, wala pa lang third example. Pero makeup artists, yung mga manghilot, and other professionals are for offline work. These are offline freelancers. If you translate this into services over the internet, that's when we got online freelancers. And ang kagandahan nito is because it's internet. It's because it's online. 'Di ba yung mga makeup artists kailangan silang pumunta sa mga bride, mga entourage and all that, or mga company, they need to go there to perform their service. Yung sa atin, since online tayo, we just need the internet. Yun ang kailangan natin. Because we're doing all of this over the internet. Some examples of online freelancers we have, yung tinatawag natin mga virtual assistants, yung mga graphic designers, yung mga blog writers, yung mga web designers, yung mga programmers, and so on. Now, do you guys get what freelancing is? I want you to understand this. I want you to get this. Because if you don't understand this, mahirapan kayo mamaya. Okay? That's why I want this to be clear with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. And, if you understand this, what are some examples of other offline freelancers aside from makeup artists and manghilot? I'm gonna ask you the question, okay? Give me some examples. Type nyo sa comment section. Ano pang ibang examples ng mga offline freelancers? Sige, type nyo sa comment section. So that I know, at least I feel assured na nag-gets nyo yung discussion natin so far. Sige, ano pang examples mga offline freelancers aside from mga makeup artists and mga manghilot? Carpenters, typing jobs at home, mga online freelancer yan, pero yes, it can be a freelancer. Mga carpenters, di ba? A lot of them are freelancers. Photographers, they're freelancers din. Technicians, so these are people who are self-employed. Great job. Mga bookkeepers, electricians. Right. So you guys get it. Tattoo artists, di ba? Of course, may mga tattoo artists na under ng company, employed, pero a lot of them are self-employed also. Alright, thank you guys. Thank you. At least I know na gets nyo. Gym instructor, depende. Personal trainer, siguro. More freelance. Yung mga gym instructor, yung iba kaya under sila ng gym. They're hired by the gym. So yun. Solar panel installer. Wow. Ganun ang trabaho na yun. Parang ang fancy. Contractors, food vendor, depende, baka ano na yun, business na talaga yun. On-call housekeeper, video editor, website developer, welder, mga drivers, they're more parang self-employed din sila, di ba? Vlogger, interior designer, plumbing. Okay, that's great. At least you get it. You understand what freelancing is. Now, when it comes to online freelancing, may mga truth and may mga myths tayo. What other people say, di ba? Mga truths and myths. Mga true and false when it comes to online freelancing. When it comes to online freelancing, people say that freelancers don't get paid well. So is this a truth or is this a myth? This is a myth of freelancing. That freelancers don't get paid well. Well, pwede naman na freelancers don't get paid well. The thing is with freelancing is you have to, di ba, we may parang saying when it comes to government workers na parang kahit wala kang gagawin, you'll still get paid. That's not how it is when it comes to freelancing, right? Freelancers don't get paid well if you're lazy. If you're not gonna do anything, if you're not gonna work hard, you won't get paid well. Katulad ng mga photographer, diba? If they don't work hard, if they don't look for clients, if they don't do a good job sa mga picture nila, tapos punta naman yung Facebook page, ang pangit-pangit ang mga picture na to, they're not gonna get paid well. But if they work hard, if they look for clients, and if they're able to take good pictures, they can get paid very well. Freelancers can get paid. Ang dami mga freelancers who earn 100,000 pesos a month. And even more. Yung iba, even more than that. Okay, freelancing is unstable. Okay? Well, we've seen right now sa pandemic, parang unstable lahat. Kahit even if you work in yung mga call center ako dati, and if you work in a company, unstable because yung economy is unstable in itself. But with freelancing, ang kagandahan nito is that you can have multiple clients. You can be working, you can be multiple companies that you're performing services for. So if one company goes down, one company, lugi na yung isang company, okay ka pa rin, you still have another company. Hindi siya, let's say you work with two companies, and one of them, parang lugi na siya, you still have another company. They still have, let's say, 50% sa income mo, okay pa rin. Unlike when you're working in an office, the company faces yung mga economy problems, wala na. Wala ka ng income, di ba? Okay, next. Freelancing is easy. They say freelancing is easy. Well, it can be easy, pero it requires effort. It requires challenges. And to get started, it is challenging. Kasi bago. Whenever we do something new, it will be challenging. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. So, yung freelancing is easy. Iba sabihin, ay, wala lang yun. I can get paid so much money, tapos type lang. Hindi siya ganun. Yes, type. Of course, you're gonna type, pero it's challenging. Pero, like I said, worth it. Sabi mo ba, freelancing is hard. Hindi ko kayang gawin. Hindi naman easy, di ba? Sabi ko, hindi siya easy. Hindi rin siya hard. It's challenging. Meaning, you'll have to challenge yourself. You'll have to challenge yourself to learn. You'll have to challenge yourself to persevere and work hard on it. Okay? So, kailangan, hindi naman siya hard, pero it involves, sabi nila, di ba tama? It involves hard work. Right? And sabi ni Monica, consistency. Importante talaga yun when it comes to freelancing. John, mataas ang office politika. Oo, di ba? If you work in an office, may politics pa yun. Freelancing gives you freedom. Ito, yes and no. May truth and myth dito that freelancing gives you freedom. Freelancing can give you freedom of time. That's one of the big reasons. That's one of the reasons why I did freelancing, is because it gives you time to do what you want. Like, time to, I can work around the schedule of my family, di ba? If we need to take care of the baby, di ba, at this time, pwede naman. And then later, kapag tulog siya, we can do work. Ayun. So it gives you the freedom, and it also gives you freedom of location, which we'll talk more about later. Basta may internet ka, you can travel and still be able to do work. Pero, once again, it requires discipline. Hindi naman sobrang freedom na, di ko gawa yung trabaho ko. May freedom naman ako. Because if you do that, you won't get paid. Yun ang sa freelancing. You have to have discipline din. Freelance, sabi ni Beverly, what type of job, at a time, unlike when you're working at the office, you do series of jobs. Depende din sa work mo, actually. It's challenging, but it has opportunities for growth. Ang daming opportunities for growth. So now that we talked about the truths and myths of online freelancing, let's talk about yung mga benefits of working from home. Ano mga benefits dito? Ano mga benefits of working from home? Number one, you can spend more time with family. Right? And we identify this as a very good reason why you want to work from home. Spending more time with family. Number two is, you can work according to your schedule. Sabi ko na kanina yung freedom, di ba? You can, kung gusto mong sa gabi mag-work, pwede. You can work at night. Gusto mong sa umaga, pwede din. It's all up to you kung ano yung gusto mong gawin. As long as you get the work done, you can work according to your schedule. Yung iba, what I know, what some people do is, they work at night once tulog na yung mga bata because they take care of kids, mga household chores, and so on. Another benefit of working from home is ito, sabi ni Daisy, you don't have to waste time in traffic. Walang traffic. So, I remember before, when I first worked in Manila, I was staying with my family in Parañaque, tapos nag-work ako sa Quezon City. One way lang, 2 hours. And then, 2 ways, mga 4 hours yung biyahe ko. Grabe talaga, di ba? Sa isang araw, 4 hours. In 1 week, 5 days, 20 hours yung, more than 20 hours siguro yung spend ko sa travel lang, and traffic. And it was crazy. Grabe talaga yung how much time you spend. Isipin mo, 20 hours. That's time you could be spending with your family. That's time you could be spending earning more money if you're working online. Diba? Sabi dito, no office politics. Sabi si Claire, no need to dress up. Oh. And also, one major reason is you can earn more being paid in dollars. Ang dami mga freelancers that are able to earn 6 digits. Na dati they were earning, may mga graduates kami sa VA Bootcamp who, before they enrolled sa VA Bootcamp, they were earning mga 20,000 or below 20,000. Tapos after 1 year, nag 100,000 na sila. Kinaya nila yun. And it's amazing being able to see that. So, I want to ask you right now, out of these reasons, baka may iba kayong reasons, but out of these reasons, these are the most common. Of course, we have so many other reasons, flexible time, yung flexibility and so on. Out of these reasons here, which one is the most parang impactful for you? Sa family, schedule, traffic, earning. Which one is the most, parang it gives you the biggest reason or give you the biggest passion na dapat mong gawin to? Traffic, like office politics, inflate, bawas, tax. Also being corrupted lang. Oo. Ano to? No boss, save money, saves time in traveling to and from the office. You paid in dollar. Ilang oras ba? Ilang oras yung travel, yung going to the office? I want to ask you, like, health din, tama. Hindi pala updated yung science, yung health, kasi pandemic right now, so that's also a big reason. KK, yes. Yes, it's easy. It's gonna be easy for you to get work, considering your background. Earning, iba earning, less pagod, katawang lupa, no age limit. Oo, isa din yun. Family, earning, work-life balance. Earning, flexible work schedule. Sabi ni Ronsky, yung 1 month salary niya dati sa corporate, kinita niya 1 week as an online freelancer. Pwede yun, Earning more, family, traffic, family and earning. Family and earning talaga, diba? Those are some of the biggest reasons. Usually for me, when I travel, it takes up an hour or 2, one way, diba? One way pa yun. So, that's a lot of time. Time for family, earning, time, travel, no age limit, pwede undergrad, financial freedom, family, schedule, earn to help hobby, spend time with family. Wala pa akong kapatid, so I need to take care of both my parents na both seniors, and as well as our family pets. So family and earnings, importante sa'yo, di ba? Travel time, yung traffic, spend time with family. What are the cons? Well, okay, let's answer this. We don't have a slide for that though, pero we have a comparison. I think when I get to the comparison, we'll talk about the cons din. Earning 4 hours if it's less traffic pa yun. So kung may traffic, 6 hours. Maraming salamat, sir. Good to hear, inspire ka. Almost everything. Sige. All right, thank you for sharing your reasons. Risk na ma-hold up or accident committing, meron din ganun, di ba? Pwede din yun. Now let's compare freelancing and corporate work. Okay, let's compare and look at these two. Compare and contrast these two kinds of work. So freelancing, you have freedom of time. So corporate work, you're stuck in a specific shift. Okay, and the freedom of time, that's a huge benefit. But for some people, mahirapan sila. Okay, so we're talking about yung mga cons. You may question ka na yung mga cons. Yung ibang tao nahirapan sila kasi wala silang schedule na fix. Hindi sila napilitan to go to work, diba? When we work in an office, we're forced to go to work. If wala, tanggal tayo. Sa freelancing, hindi ganun eh. Pwede natin, mamaya na, pagod ako. Netflix muna ako ngayon. Mamaya ng gabi. Tapos paggabi na, pagod ako. Sa umaga na ako magtrabaho. Tapos sa umaga, may emergency, di ba? And you never get to work done. So, yung freedom of time for some people, it can be a con din. It can be a disadvantage. Kasi kailangan ng discipline din. And not just may freedom ka, puro freedom. You are your own boss. Diba? Sabi sa freelancing, you're your boss sa corporate work, dealing with boss and politics. Right? May nagsabi kanina, yung toxic boss. Right? And you get to use your skill while getting paid. No toxic boss. Yung mga politics, grabe talaga. You can't get promoted if you don't yung sabi diba, kiss ass sa boss nyo, diba? If you don't try to win the favor of your boss, you can't get promoted. As freelancing, you are your own boss. So, ikaw bahala. Okay. Next, freelancing, work from home, you have time with family. Corporate work, you're stuck in traffic. Sabi natin kanina. One con here is, yun, same thing sabi ko kanina, yung discipline, di ba? Because a lot of the times, if you don't have discipline and then parang, oh, you want to play with your kids, you want to spend time with your family, with your husband or your wife, wala ka ng work matatapos. So, discipline talaga kailangan dito. Sa freelancing, maraming growth and opportunities. Sa corporate work, you're often stuck in your position. Di ba, like sa banko, di ba? Sabi nila, the only reason you can get promoted sa banko is if yung manager, mamatay yung manager, di ba? There's a joke like that na, yun, that's the only reason na you can get promoted. Dito sa freelancing, grabe yung opportunities. Grabe yung growth potential mo. You are your own boss. So it's up to you what kind of work you want to do. If you want to grow in your work, katulad mga photographer. Let's say mga photographer because it's easy to understand. When you're first doing photography, let's say sa mga friends lang, sa mga, and you charge very little, di ba? Kapag bago pa lang yung photographer, they charge very little. Let's say, say 1,000 lang muna, para pagkain, para gasolina, ganun. And then, 1,000 isang shoot. But later on, when you get more experience, baka 5,000 na per shoot. Later, 10,000 na. Later, 20,000 na. And it's up to you. Yung opportunities mo are endless as long as you're continuing to grow. Yun ang importante din. Because if photographer ka, bago ka pa lang, you're charging 1,000 per shoot, pero yung skill mo, hindi naman nag-increase, yung pictures mo sa 1,000, 1 year later, ganun pa rin, yung quality, ganun pa rin, hindi siya nag-improve, wala kang, you can't charge 10,000 per shoot na, diba? If your quality of pictures isn't going up. Pero if you keep on improving your quality, you're learning how to do better yung mga positioning, better editing, ayun, you can reach like 10,000 per shoot. Same sa online freelancing. Maybe you're earning in the first few months, you're earning 30,000, 20,000, 30,000. Tapos after 1 year, you can hit 100,000. But kailangan you have to keep learning new things and improving your skills. If you don't, wala kang, stuck ka lang sa 20,000 per month. Okay. Let me look at the comments here. In freelancing, walang chismosa na workmate. Magpasip-sip, yun ang term, magpasip-sip, ni kinisip kanina. Tagapagmana. Maraming salamat sa Bayboot ka. You're welcome. In freelance, marami kang boss kasi maraming feeling boss. May makaka-help pa ba sa akin para ako makapag-apply bilang virtual assistant. We're gonna talk about it here, John Carl. Kanya company. Toxic boss who doesn't appreciate your effort and your work. May mga clients din na ganun. But the thing is, if you have a toxic na client, you can always find a new one. Diba? You can always find a new client. Sige, so common objections when it comes to freelancing. Yung iba sabi na age. When it comes to corporate work, di ba may age limit? You have to be 25 to 35, ganun, to apply to this job. Sa freelancing, wala. You can apply even if you're 65, even if you're 70. Importante is magagawa mo yung trabaho. If you're 70 and you can still work on a computer, okay lang. Walang problema. As long as you can do the work. Pero, of course, if you have trouble, yung iba, because of health issues, they're not able to work, then that's a health problem. Hindi siya age problem. Diba? Age din, even if you're below 18, diba, you have to open up accounts and everything. Pero may kilala akong freelancer, nag-start 16, 17 years old. Parang pagkatapos ng high school, they went directly into freelancing. So, age is not an issue. Diba? Gender. I remember, nakatanggap ako ng email a few years ago na sabi na, sa office, kasi bakla siya, sa office, parang binubully siya doon. Even though okay yung performance niya, hindi siya na-promote kasi parang feel niya dahil bakla siya, yung boss niya ayaw sa kanya, ganun. And he was very sad. And he said, but with freelancing, will I encounter things like that? Sabi ko, hindi. You won't encounter that. Of course, there will be some people, baka may ibang tao who will have a problem with that. Pero mostly, and because sa karamihan ng clients, it's not an issue. Lalaki, babae, bakla, or tomboy, or yung mga LGBTQ, ganun. Walang problema dito when it comes to freelancing. Educational attainment. It's not an issue. Most of the time, wala namang pakialam yung client anong education attainment mo actually. Sa totoo lang. What matters to them is if you can do the work. Okay. Wala siyang pakialam if you're, well, sometimes it's important. Like if you're doing, yung ibang trabaho are medical related. So if you're a nursing graduate or like a pharmacy graduate, then inline siya. Pero most of the time, it doesn't matter. Anong education attainment mo. English proficiency. A lot of people say, hindi ako magaling sa English. I can't get hired. I can't find work online. Kasi yung mga clients natin, diba, sa US, sa UK, sa Australia, karamihan English speaking. Pero sa totoo lang, Filipinos have very good English. Kahit yung mga basic English natin na sabihin natin, ay, hindi siya magaling sa English. Internationally, magaling tayo kahit yung mga hindi magaling sa atin. Kasi nakakaintindi tayo yung mga if you go to other countries, yung mga signs nila, ibang language dito sa atin. May English kasi nakakaintindi tayo ng English kahit yung mga elementary public school, they can understand English na. Because it's part of our culture. So when it comes to English proficiency, we already have an advantage dahil Pinoy tayo. And if you get better with English, it's something that we can learn, then you have more chances of being successful online. Okay. Age limit, height requirement, pleasing personality. Yung pleasing personality, actually, kung masyado kong mataray sa mga interviews, mahirap yun. So, of course, during interviews, you have to be you have to be masyadong mabait and kind, well, hindi naman kailangan mabait, pero you shouldn't be mean, hindi ka mataray sa mga clients, Mars. Ano bang tao na to, di ba? So, sa requirements, parang kailangan pa rin yun. Then, salary is 581 a day. 581, parang 10,000 or 12,000 lang yun sa isang buwan, di ba? Next, yun. Experience plus 5 years, grabe naman. And then, common objections, not a techie person. Yung iba sabi na, hindi ako marunong, hindi ako magaling sa computer, hindi ako techie, ganun. Well, right now, you're on Facebook. You know how to comment, you know how to attend this live video, and I'm sure most of you know how to open up Microsoft Word, you know how to browse Google, you know how to do mga searches, open up mga news websites. A lot of you even know how to use Microsoft Excel. And sabihin mo, hindi ka techie. Compared sa ibang tao, techie ka na. And if you know that, if you know the basics, pwede na. Of course, you can't become a programmer if hindi ka techie. Pero there's a lot of jobs na pwede mong gawin kahit hindi ka techie. So these do not matter. Ang importante, that you can do the job. That you can do the job. Plain nervous yun, di ba? Excuses na yun. Excuses na yung, ay, hindi ko magaling sa English, hindi ako techie, wala akong college diploma. Excuses lang yun. Filipinos has a very good command in English, di ba? Even yung mga hindi magaling sa atin, compared, di ba, Filipinos, we make fun of those, nasa culture natin, we make fun of those na hindi magaling. Pero totoo lang, even if you're not good sa mga Filipino standards, that's already enough for you to work online. Confidence kailangan talaga. It's a big thing, yung confidence. So, yun, because these are all excuses. And what are other excuses? Baka may ma-share kayong ibang excuses na sinasabi ng mga tao, or baka you're thinking, ay, ito yung reason why I'm not going into freelancing. And those are all excuses. Okay, what are your excuses? Or what are common excuses that you've seen? Or common excuses that people are going to think why they won't go into freelancing? Kasi yun, dahil sa confidence, you come up with excuses. And then, you end up, ay, wag na. I'm just going to fail. Ganun. Kasi confidence yun. Fear yun. That's fear speaking. Okay. It's what you can offer. That's what matters most. There are ways to do that. Kasi kailangan ka magsimula somewhere. Saan pwede bumili ng confidence? Bilhin nila ako. It's a joke, pero we have an upcoming webinar about confidence. Baka hindi ko kaya. You'll never know until you try, di ba? Di ba? Yun isang excuse. Ay, hindi ko kaya. Paano mo sabihin yun unless you try to do it? from kinder to college, you have English subject. That's why we Filipinos know and understand English. And kahit hindi ka nag-kinder, di ba? Yung iba, diretso na grade 1 or preschool, ganun. Ay, kinder pala. Diretso na grade 1, nakakaintindi pa rin ng English. Hindi pa ready, walang experience. Paano ka makakuha ng experience kung hindi ka magsimula, di ba? I don't have enough skills yet. So, what are you gonna do? You learn, di ba? How about the benefit? We talked about the benefits kanina, Trixie. So, if you're watching late, we won't go back to that. You'll have to watch the replay. May replay naman at the end of this. I think you can rewind actually sa Facebook, no? You can just pull it back and rewind so you can go back to the benefits of freelancing. Clueless. So, if you know somebody na sabihin nila clueless when it comes to freelancing, have them watch this webinar and then this will give them an idea na hindi na sila clueless. Okay. Alright, so I think we've addressed learn to speak naturally and confidence follows. Ang ganda yun. So yeah, alright. I think we've addressed most of the concerns. So we have frequently asked questions. What are the tools to start? Who are my clients? The common tasks clients outsource to freelancers. So we're going to talk about these right now. We're going to cover the answers to these questions. First of all, what are the tools to start? So there are a few tools that you need to start when it comes to freelancing. Kailangan mo ng computer, of course, desktop or laptop, and internet, at least 2 Mbps. Actually, yung 2 Mbps ngayon, parang wala na yun. Yung minimum ata, 5. Kahit sa phone ko, nakaabot siya ng, yung Globe, nakaabot ng 50 Mbps minsan, di ba? And a lot of the time, nasa 5, between 5 and 10 Mbps. Depende sa area, depende sa oras, di ba? So, yung internet's not even a problem anymore. Most of us have cell phones that we can connect to our computers. And computer, hindi, sad to say, I mean, you can start kahit naka cellphone or naka iPad ka lang, pero masyadong mahirap, masyadong malaki yung obstacles mo. So, best, we really say na computer and internet. And if wala kang sariling computer, yung iba, what they did is they borrowed from their family. Yung iba you can't do it right now, pero meron kami mga students sa VA Bootcamp, when they started in an internet cafe until they could buy a computer. At least through your experience of being a X plus portfolio. Yung iba, pero there are always jobs where you can get started, may Claire. Benefits like PhilHealth, SSS, when you're earning a lot more than what you were earning before sa corporate, ikaw na magbayad sa PhilHealth mo, sa SSS mo. Wala lang yun. That's nothing compared to the difference in what you're earning. Mayroon pong tumatanggap ng mga newbies. Diba? Everyone has to start somewhere. So, and we teach that. Yung mga nag-enroll sa amin, most of them, wala silang experience. Pero they're able to get work. Paano? Diba? If sabihin mo wala pang tumatanggap sa mga newbies, and yung mga newbies to. So there are ways. Wala pong pwedeng course or training need to start freelancing. Like, you can watch these free trainings, pero meron kami mga paid trainings which we're gonna talk about later. Which is better, online jobs or Upwork? I'd say try in both. They have pros and cons each. Upwork has more jobs posted, pero more competition din. Paano pag walang laptop? Hiram ka muna. Pwede ba prepaid internet? Oo, basta at least 2 Mbps. Ngayon parang, yun nga, if you're living in a city, unless you live talaga sa province na walang internet, and most provinces ngayon may internet na. So, for most people, it's not a problem. I don't know yet my skills. So, we're gonna talk about this later. Okay ba Windows 7 version? Pwede, pero outdated na yung 7. Sana mag-10 ka. Better kung mag Windows 10. Requirement 4 gigabytes RAM and Windows 10. A lot of the times, Windows 7, mahirapan ka. Posible, pero mahirapan ka. Now pa rin, what are the technicals in choosing good specs computer for freelancing? We have a blog post, John, about it. If you go to our website, vabootcamp.ph, check mo yung blog, and meron kaming post dun talking about the specs. What specs you need. I don't think it's in this presentation, pero we have a talk. We have that in one of the blog posts. It's kind of long, so I won't discuss it here. And we have a previous webinar about it a few months ago, talking about the specs na kailangan. Computer is a must because of the tools, sir. Yes. Yung mga tools na kailangan, And when you're working on a tablet and a phone, mabagal. Mabagal yung trabaho mo. You'll have a really hard time compared to working really on a computer. So, para sa akin, must. Okay? I know there are ways you can get started without it, pero for me, so opinion ko, kailangan mo talaga. Okay, thank you, Mahar. So, yun. Yung guide na yun. Okay, next question. Who are my clients? Sino ba yung mga kliyente? Who are the people who are going to be paying me money? Okay, so for here, I have an example. May story tayo. Storytelling muna tayo. So, this is Linda. Okay, ito si Linda. Wala siyang mata, wala siyang ilong. Pero, okay yung smile niya. So, as you can see here, this is Linda. And she has an online store. Let's say, like Shopee, Lazada, di ba mga online store? Ito mga tao that have online stores. And they sell mga different kinds of things in their online store. Mga candles. Mga candles yung benta niya. At first, it was manageable yung store niya. Manageable kasi may isang inquiry and then she replies to it. Baka sa isang araw, may 4 na inquiry. Okay naman siya kasi nagsimula pa lang siya, di ba? So, konti pa lang yung inquiries niya. Wala pa siya mga reviews. Konti pa yung mga sales niya. So, okay pa siya. Parang part-time lang. Pero, later on, sumikat siya. Sumikat yung mga candles niya. And then, it grew popular. And what happened is you can't reply to Facebook messages, yung mga Shopee or Amazon messages anymore. Ang daming nag-inquire, wala na siyang oras. Because if she replies to every single message, wala na siyang time para gumawa ng candles. Wala na siyang time para mapag-ship ng candles, di ba? So, she couldn't reply to everything anymore. And when you don't reply, hindi na sila bibili. Hindi na sila bumibili because no one's replying na. No one's replying to the inquiry. So, what she had to do is she needed to get a VA or a virtual assistant to help her. And as you can see here, yung virtual assistant, yung main reason bakit siya kumuha ng virtual assistant is to reply to all these people, is to reply to all these inquiries. So let's say this is the VA. Sino ba yung? Si John Henry. Siya yung VA dito. Kumuha ko ng pangalan dito sa comments natin. He is the VA and he will help Linda reply to these comments, reply to these inquiries, so that, okay, si Linda, makapag-focus siya on her candle making, makapag-focus siya on her padala, yung shipping niya. So he is taking care of the other thing. And it starts, usually when you're starting to work with a company, you start doing one thing or a couple of things, and later on, you'll get more and more work. Like, right now, for now, Facebook messages muna. Later on, yung mga order processing sa Shopee, Lazada. Later on, as the business grows, he'll handle yung mga emails and so on. So, VAs usually, they take care, yung tinatawag natin virtual assistants, they take care of what the business owners don't have time to do anymore. Okay, clear ba? Type the word clear if this is clear with you guys. Or baka you have questions. Hirap ako hanap ng work because of specs required po. Yung iba, hindi naman wala namang requirements, pero you still need parang an updated computer to work properly. Si Arya, yes, may voice-over jobs. Actually, on Fiverr.com, Fiverr, you'll see a lot of people offering voice-over na services, yung mga voices. So, yes, may mga VO jobs online. Nahirapan mamili ng niche as a bookkeeper. Pili ka na like specialist sa QuickBooks Online or specialist sa Xero or something like that. Clear. Okay, good to hear. Okay, so yun, these are the clients. And usually, yung example natin in Shopee, Lazada, if we translate it into online, this becomes sa online, yung Amazon, eBay, Shopify, and so on. Okay. So, what are the common tasks? Ano yung trabaho? And somebody asked, I don't know ano yung mga skills, ano yung mga tasks na gawin ko as a VA or as a freelancer. So, what are the common tasks na usually are given to freelancers? KK, yes, you can get more than one client. What are these tasks? So, the common needs of business owners are, sabi natin kanina, replying to chats and messages, managing orders or online stores. Kasi mga orders, may order status, kailangan mo yung update. And business owners, they don't have time for that. VAs do that a lot. Creating logos and graphics. Sometimes, sa mga pictures din, kailangan i-edit. Kailangan lagyan ng text, di ba? Mga simple things like that. Right? It's it's simple, pero it's time-consuming for the business owner. So that's why they get somebody else to do it. Kasi wala na siyang oras. So you can help them with that. Writing social media posts or blog posts. Ngayon, di ba, kailangan updated yung Facebook mo, yung Twitter mo, yung Instagram mo, depending on what kind of business you have. And yung business owners, they don't have the time for that. A lot of time, it's a VA. And mga blog posts din, writing blog posts, VAs do that, or freelancers do that, replying to emails, posting on Facebook, creating mga office documents, mga reports, and so on. So maraming mga tasks that you can do for clients. Hindi ako confident sa pag-English ko. Diba? Sabi natin kanina, confidence. A lot of it is just confidence. Okay, so water break muna. So, let's drink water. Let me see. 7:52 na ngayon. Ako. Okay, so next break ako kuha ng bagong tubig. So water break muna. And I'll see if you guys have any questions. Let's see here. Wala pa ako experience sa e-commerce. Pero ito po yung tinatarget ko kaso apply yung decline kasi wala na ako experience sa Shopify dropshipping at Amazon. Well, I think we have it in this presentation. How you can get experience kahit wala kang experience. How can you get a portfolio kahit wala kang experience? Alright, once again, don't forget to share this. If you haven't shared this yet and you see na, oh, okay itong webinar na to, parang valuable to. I can share this with other people. Hit that share button and share this with them. So far, everything okay? Okay ba tayo? Hindi kayo overwhelmed? Are you learning a lot? Type in learning if you're learning a lot. Or overwhelmed if you're overwhelmed. And so on. Oh, dudes, long time no see. Yung isang student namin, si dudes dito. Parang nawala siya for a long time. Na busy siguro sa work. What skills does a virtual assistant need? Yung sabi natin kanina, and we're gonna talk about more. Too many people with the same qualifications, again, and they become still rejected because of the same reason. Diana, baka kailangan mo sa ibang platform or ibang skills. Okay, learning a lot. Yes, possible to become a VA kahit wala kang experience. Kasi everyone has to start somewhere. Diba? Paano ka maka-experience? You have to start working. You have to get experience somewhere. Learning a lot. Okay, nice to hear. Nice to hear that you guys are learning a lot. So let's move on. Let's move forward. Thank you for sending stars. You can also send stars to us to support the VA Bootcamp. You can help support us in our mission to improve Filipino lives through freelancing education. Send stars. Parang may prompt there to send us stars. So please send us stars and we'd really appreciate it. So click that send star. May button ba to send stars? Hindi ko makita dito kasi ako yung nag-live. Pero yun, please send us stars so that we will know na you guys appreciate it and it will also help us reach more people. Pro Advisor. Okay, yung Pro Advisor. You can take the exam. It's not that hard actually. John. Full-time mom. Okay, learning a lot. Okay, good to hear. So let's move on to part 2. Part 2 is discovering the skills that you can offer. So what kind of skills can you offer to mga, di ba sabi kanina, ano yung mga skills ng VA, ano yung skills na kailangan ko dito? Ito yung mga skills na that you can use and that will be helpful for you. So first of all, let's talk about being a generalist versus having a niche. So anong ibig sabihin nito? So generalist here, what is a generalist? A generalist is a general market for a product or service. Specialist or niche is a specific segment of the market. So what does it mean when it comes to freelancing? So sa generalists, yung sabi natin kanina, yung example natin kanina, di ba? We had the VA ni Linda, di ba pinangalan natin ng John. Yung VA ni Linda, he started replying to messages, tapos may email, iba-iba yung mga trabaho niya. Assistant siya, virtual assistant. And that's a generalist, meaning different kinds of work ginagawa niya. Okay? So just like if you call someone, yung mga handyman, yung mga repairman, mga generalists sila. They can do different kinds of work. They can do a little bit of plumbing, a little bit of electrical, a little bit of carpentry, ganun. Pero when it comes to more, let's say, yung mga more complex tasks sa electrical, hindi nila kaya gawin yun. They have to call an electrician. Yun ang specialist na specific in one area. Yung generalist is more of the handyman na alam niyo yung mag-basic sa iba-iba. So when it comes to being a virtual assistant, most of the time, these are generalists. They can reply to emails, they can manage orders, they can manage Facebook. Pero when it comes to, can you make a website for me? Ay, mahirapan si VA dun. Kasi hindi siya kailangan ka ng somebody who is professional dun. Kailangan ka ng specialist dun. Yung VA usually is general yung skills niya. So, yung mga generalists, and this is taught, we teach this in our course, the Virtual Assistant Bootcamp, yung generalist skills na kailangan is things like data entry. Diba? Sabi what are the skills or traits? Data entry. Okay, data entry. What we mean by data entry is when, let's say, one example is may handwritten notes. May mga doctors that they write notes and write it on paper, and then they take a picture. And then what you need to do is convert that into Microsoft Word. Okay? That's data entry. That's one example of data entry. Transcription. Transcription is you're listening to an audio. Let's say you're watching an interview sa YouTube, and then you're gonna type what they're saying. Yun ang transcription. Okay? So these are things that, generalist, you can do them. And we also teach it. We have some exercises in the VA Bootcamp about this. Email and calendar management, replying to emails, managing email accounts, managing calendars, managing calendar accounts, office applications, meaning Microsoft Word, Excel, Google Docs, Google Sheets, and so on, internet research, doing research online, finding references, Wikipedia, and so on. Social media and website management. So ito yung mga Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, ano pa ba yung mga social network ngayon? And then managing the website, updating information, not creating a website, iba yun. Managing in the sense na updating the information. Ito mga generalists, these are what typically yung mga virtual assistants that generalists do. And e-commerce store management. Yung sabi ko kanina, managing like sa local sa atin, Shopee and Lazada, di ba? Checking the order status, checking stocks, updating the tracking information, mga ganun. That's all done by generalists. So I want to ask you right now, based on these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different skills that are listed here, ano yung pwede mong gawin? Ano yung kaya mong gawin ngayon? Na wala kang training, you don't need to study anything different. What can you do right now? What can you offer to clients right now? Sa itong 7 listed here, anong kaya mong gawin? I'm cyberbacker. I don't know what that is, Reina. Sige, from these 7 here listed, what are the ones that kaya mong gawin? Na pwede mong gawin? Data entry, kaya, di ba? Data entry, email. Data entry, oo. Research, data entry, transcription, di ba? So, even on this list here, you can already start offering this work. You can already start, I can do data entry, I can do research, I can do Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. These are things that you can do right now. A lot of you, yung iba baka sa inyo, you don't have it yet, it's okay. Because you can learn it. If hindi mo kayang gawin ngayon, you can always learn these things. And yung mga things here that you don't know yet, you can always learn them. Pero, a lot of you guys seeing here, data entry, email, transcription, research, you can already start looking for work. Kahit hindi ka mag-enroll sa VA Bootcamp, kahit hindi ka magbayad, you can start looking for work already. Okay? So yun, yung mga skills, most of you already have these skills. The basic skills na kailangan sa isang generalist, sa isang virtual assistant. Yes, clients give chances to newbies, but it depends on how you present yourself. And we talk more about that later, and also in the VA Bootcamp. If kailangan mo ng coach, and guidance, that's when you enroll in the VA Bootcamp din. Oo, daming pwede nyong gawin, di ba? Sige, so specialists, yung mga skills na specialist, we have, ito yung mga more complex na skills. We have search engine optimization, web design, Facebook ads, Google ads, email copywriting, blog writing, graphic design, illustration, programming, bookkeeping. Is there a way for me to able to learn all listed? Yes. The ones on the left, we all teach them in the VA Bootcamp skills package and accelerated package. We teach that because it's all there in the VA Bootcamp. Ito sa specialist naman, these require more, di ba sabi natin, yung electrician talaga. Yung kailangan ng professional in a certain area. And transcribing once before, long ago. Oh, na-try ni Michael Jane. Oh, so itong specialist, these are the ones that need more tutok. Kailangan tutukan yung skills na to. Pero yung generalist, a lot of you guys can already do this even without researching more or learning more. Diba? Nag-freeze ba ako? Or kay Jopay lang? Kasi sa akin, it seems okay. So let me know if it's frozen or not for you. Okay, next, how much should I charge? How much should I charge? A lot of people is, how much am I going to earn? Sabi mo kanina, sir, 20,000, 30,000, 100,000. Pero, how much should I charge? Okay, normally, when you're a specialist, you're more expensive. Yung mga focused ka on specific skills like the ones here. Let's say you're an email copywriter, you're a web designer. Usually, you can earn $25 per hour. Let's say mga average, you can earn mga $20 per hour. So, 1,000 pesos per hour. Yung kanina, may nag-post kanina, di ba? Yung requirements, tapos 581 pesos per day. Grabe yun. Ito, you can earn 1,000 pesos per hour. Kaya yun. If you're a specialist. Generalist, you're usually cheaper, pero okay din. Yung mga generalist, yung sabi natin kanina, yung mga basic skills na kailangan, hindi naman kailangan ng super professional, pero yung basics lang kailangan mo, like yung transcription, yung email management, and so on. Nag-freeze. Nako. Pero yung boses ko okay naman. Yikes. Anong problema dito? Nako. Wait lang, ha? Okay naman sa akin. Wait. Is it frozen? Frozen pa rin, guys. Nako. Frozen tayo. Mahirapan tayo dito. I'm just gonna check sa phone ko. That's what I'm doing right now. Clear naman po. Hindi siya frozen. Okay naman po. Okay. Baka frozen sa iba. Refresh na lang yung screen nyo. Okay na kanina nag-freeze. Okay. Thank you. Just want to make sure. Okay. So, going back here. Sa generalist, di ba sa specialist, sabi ko, usually, you can earn more. Like 1,000 pesos per hour. Sa generalist, well, usually, yung people start at mga $3 per hour. So, mga 150 pesos per hour. Yung mga nag-graduate sa VA Bootcamp, yung average starting is mga $5 per hour. So, mga 250 pesos per hour. Which is, of course, it's not 1,000 pesos, pero okay na yun to start, di ba? If you do 150 pesos per hour, 8 hours a day, that's already mga 900 pesos per day. Okay, 900 pesos. Tama ba? Tama yung math ko. 158, mga 1,000 na yun, di ba? 1,200 pala. Oo. Teka lang. Hindi ako maling sa math ngayon. So, 7, so if you do 150 times 8, mga 1,200 per hour. Per day. 1,200 per day. Okay na yun, di ba? When you start, so, beginner pa yun. Later on, you can earn more. You can earn 500 pesos per hour and 1,000 pesos per hour and so on. So, freelance. So, yes, if you're a specialist, it's harder to do. Kasi kailangan ng specialized na skill. Sa generalist, it's easier to start, pero it pays less. So, kayo, with you right now, for you, what starting pa lang kayo, most of you guys are starting, where would you want to start? Sa generalist or sa specialist? So, type in generalist if you want to start as a generalist, or a specialist if you want to start na as a specialist. Ano iba sa inyo? Yes, pwede part-time. Yung iba sa inyo will already have the skills na nasa previous slide. Yung iba sa inyo just want to start as a generalist. So, ikaw, are you going to start as a generalist or are you already going to be a specialist? So, which one for you? Yes, meron yung part-time. Generalist. Mostly, generalist muna, di ba? And then later on, you can become a specialist as you grow, as you learn more skills. So for starter, we always recommend general for now. Especially hindi mo pa alam saan ka magaling. Kasi newbie pa. Oo. Generalist as a start. And later on, you can always specialize. Pwedeng part-time, pwedeng full-time. Oo. Already a specialist. Oh, may mga specialists in you. Anong specialist? If you're a specialist, let us know. Anong skills nyo? What kind of niche or what kind of skills do you offer? Oh, most talaga generalist. Specialist, but no. Ano yun, Jerry? Anong skill yun? Yeah, so most yun. Generalist muna. And just to get the hang of it. Just to get the hang of working online, diba? And then later on, once you get comfortable, once you can have at least a small income na consistent, then you can specialize. Melissa, it depends on you. That's a difficult question to answer in this, pero it depends on you. Yung short answer dito. Okay, generalist for now. Oo, tama. Okay, now, if you, may segue muna sandali. We also recommend, if you're not part of our Facebook group, sino bang part ng Facebook group, and sino hindi part ng Facebook group, let us know if you're not yet part of our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group where we have a lot of freelancers. We have mga 280,000 members ata ngayon sa Facebook group. Can somebody correct me? We have mga 280,000 members sa Facebook group na to. May mga active freelancers and may mga newbie freelancers who want to start freelancing, and ang daming mga information you can get. So right now, you're here, you're joining this webinar, and you can see all these other people who are interested in freelancing. Then, if you want to have that community, iba kasi when you're on your own, and iba when you have friends with you, when you have other people with you, especially those na may experience na, we have that in Flip. We have that in our Facebook group. So join our Facebook group, Freelancers in the Philippines. So, yun, already a part. Yun. I know a lot of you are already part. Some of you are not yet part of the group. So search nyo lang sa Facebook. Ayun, thank you, Riza, for sharing the link. Silent reader, hindi ka nakasama sa mga discussions. Pero kahit silent reader ka lang, there are a lot of things that you can get, di ba? Ang daming mga input na makukuha mo, ang daming mga learn. Mostly naman silent reader kasi 208,000 members tayo. So, thank you, Nicole. Really thankful daw siya for being from the learnings from the group. And most of you are part of the group. Yung iba sa inyo hindi. 280,500. Thank you for the correction. Cecilia, we are 280,500. Nice. Yes, most of you are already part of the group. And we also have Flip mentors. So if you're part of the group and you don't have a Flip mentor yet, we have these mentors which you can go to. We have the link. Ano pa yung link? Wala ba dito? Wala sa dito sa presentation pala. May link to be assigned a mentor. Okay? And you go to that link. Can somebody share the link to be assigned a mentor? But we have Flip mentors. If you don't have a mentor to help you out, to guide you, to answer your questions when it comes to freelancing, then you can get one if you want. And you just click on the link that somebody will share here. Wala pala dito sa presentation. Pero may link dito. Can somebody share it? Wait, let me check. vab.ph/Flip mentor. Tama ba ito? vab.ph/mentor. Thank you, Riza. vab.ph, walang bayad na magpapa-mentor. Just go to that link, vab.ph/mentor, and then you can be assigned a mentor. One of these people will be assigned to you and they'll be able to help you out. Si Ronsky nag-comment kanina, he's here also, one of the mentors, si Ronilo. And he can help you out, or whoever else will be able to help you out. Ayun. Thank you for sharing the link. Okay, so part 3, how to get your first job even without experience. Okay, so ang dami natin natutunan so far, and we're already in part 3. Let me get some water muna. Refill muna ako ng tubig, ha. I'll be back in mga 2 minutes. Okay? Teka lang. Okay, off ko muna yung camera din. Alright, we're back. Kumako ng tubig. Ng refill. Busog na busog ako ng tubig. Actually, guys. Ang dami ko nainom na tubig. Tapos busog pa ako sa dinner. So, yun. Medyo busog ako. May mentor pa ba for bookkeeping? Hindi siya specific to a skill, guys. It's more in general sa freelancer. Libre yung mga pa-mentor. Hindi po ako pwede mag-mentor. Wala akong time. I do a lot of different things, so I don't have time for it. Sorry. Yung mentors yung nasa kablang page, yung kanina. Ayun, good evening. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. So we're in part 3. How to get your first job even without experiencing. Sabi nyo kanina na parang ang daming na-post kanina saying that they can't get hired because wala pa silang experience. Diba? Wala na viewers natin. 40 na wala. No, you don't need to be a student to enroll, to avail of the mentorship. You can get it for free. Okay, you can get it for free. Okay, so going to part 3. How to get your first job even without experience. Kahit wala ka pang experience, how can you get hired? How can you get hired? Ito yung problema naman ng karamihan kanina, di ba? And they don't have experience yet, and then they're having trouble getting hired. So, first of all, let's talk about where do you get online freelancing jobs. May sources tayo. Number 1 is freelancing platforms. Number 2 is direct clients. Okay, so these are the different places you can get online freelancing jobs. Yung mga freelancing platforms, parang matchmaking service sila. This is where clients post jobs looking for freelancers, and then freelancers post their profiles na looking for jobs. So, what happens is that there are companies, ito yung mga clients looking for freelancers, and then there's you, ikaw freelancer ka, maraming mga clients, maraming mga freelancers, and then like the client said, I need something done. The freelancer, you say you need work, and then the platform is the bridge. Ito yung nag-connect. This is the platform now where clients can post their jobs and freelancers can apply to them, or they can post their profiles and clients can hire them directly. So yung mga freelance platforms. So yung mga freelance platforms, they have different features, they have different services. They help clients and freelancers find one another. They provide tools to help with jobs and contracts. And for FreeUp and Upwork, they provide payment protection. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng payment protection? Like, let's say, ginawa mo yung trabaho. Kasi maraming mga well, hindi naman ganun karami. Pero sometimes, may mga scam online na, uy, gawin mo yung trabaho na to. And then after tinapos mo yung trabaho, hindi ka binayaran. We have heard of those stories. And payment protection prevents that. Na if you can show the platform na ginawa mo yung trabaho, you will still get paid. Kahit papano, you're still going to get paid. So, yun ang payment protection. And they usually charge a fee. Kasi may mga services sila, may bayaran na fee by the client or the freelancer. They charge some fee. So, where do you get online freelancing jobs? Ano yung mga platforms? We have a couple of platforms here. There's Upwork.com, onlinejobs.ph. Those are the most recommended, answering Mark's question. Yung Upwork.com and onlinejobs.ph. Mayroon din FreeUp, and may Hubstaff Talent. Okay, so these are a few examples of freelancing platforms. Okay, some example. So the process, ano mangyari when it comes to online freelancing jobs? So what happens is the client creates a profile on one of the websites. Let's say the client creates a profile on Upwork, and then they create a job. The freelancer, they create a profile, and then they look for jobs. Hanap sila ng trabaho. They look for jobs, and then they go to the job. They find the job that the client created. The client, and then different freelancers apply to the same job. So the client reviews all the applicants, and then the profiles and cover letters. Then they interview the applicants, and then they hire which applicant that they want. So ito yung parang process of what happens in a freelance platform. Now, aside from freelance platforms, you can also go direct with clients. So may direct client din. So you will say, I need work, or a client says, I need something done, I can do it. You're hired. Ganun. Direct clients is you go directly to the clients. You work for a client without a third party. Diba yung platform yung third party, yun ang parang bridge or matchmaker. Yung direct clients, you're going to contact the company directly. So there's no special features. Wala din mga fees kasi walang matchmaker. It's riskier, and you can usually have higher earnings because wala kang kompetensya masyado. What happens with direct clients is you message them directly on like Facebook, you find them on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, you email them, yung iba, they do calls looking for clients. Okay, so that's the differences between platforms and direct clients. With direct clients, usually you can earn a lot more actually. Sa totoo lang, you can usually earn a lot more because wala kang competition. And not a lot of people are willing to go through the effort of finding direct clients. So I want to ask you, between these two, ay, ang layo na pala. Between these two na options, which would you do? Which would you focus on? Na ikaw, are you going to focus on the platforms or are you going to look for clients directly? So, let me know in the comment section, which one? May age discrimination ba? Wala. Walang age discrimination, Krisha. Even if you're 18 or even if you're 80 years old. Bakit peso sabi ko? 80 years old. Yun, walang age discrimination. Ang importante is matatapos mo yung trabaho. Magawa mo yung trabaho. Direct client, sabi ni Cheska, direct client. Oo. Si Marlin, freelance platforms. Platforms din, direct. Platforms since newbie pa. And I think for when you're starting out, platforms are safer. Pero it's also, if kaya mo mag-direct clients, pwede din. If you can reach out to clients directly, pwede din. But for beginners, we do usually recommend platforms muna because yung confidence, diba? But if you have the confidence to look for direct clients, pwede din yun. Most newbies, mahirapan, diba? Sabi kanina may confidence issues, so di pa kaya yung mga platforms for a lot of people. Yung mga direct for a lot of people. Sige, let me go here. Saan na tayo? Okay. Ayun. Okay. So, yun. May question din, baka bagsak sa interview pag wala experience as a VA. We're talking about how you can get clients even if wala ka pang experience. Okay, so that's our topic right now. Platform mas safe. Mas safe siya and it's good for starters. Yes, but you have to, it's just like isipin mo, Osang, if somebody approaches you saying, I can take your photos, wala siyang experience. But there are ways that they can convince you. Kasi binibenta mo yung sarili mo at that time. Now, when you go direct, or even when you go freelance platform, binibenta mo yung sarili mo. It's easier if you have experience, if you have portfolio to show. Pero kahit wala, you can still get hired. It's because they don't follow standard fees. Yung direct, walang mga fees. Upwork, OLG, Hubstaff. Highly suggested ng platforms muna for newbies. For newbies, since bago pa, platforms are what I would recommend. Mentor mailing tayo sa mga mentors. Sige. Okay, so that's how you can get work. You can find clients in freelance platforms or direct clients. May question dito. Is it really getting competitive online? A lot of people say na, ang dami na nag-work online, wala nang opportunities. Sa totoo lang, if we look at the growth, this is the growth of online sales every year. And outdated nga to because in 2021 and 2022, grabe yung growth. Wala dito pero grabe yung growth na which is going on right now, na exceed dahil sa pandemic. Grabe yung online, grabe yung demands online, grabe yung mga online stores. So, we can see na there is a lot of growth. And as demand grows, the supply also grows. Yes, maraming nag-start ng apply online. Pero ang daming businesses every day that are starting, that are opening and looking for more people online. So, yun, it's getting competitive, but there are more companies to apply to. So, don't be worried because even mga newbies, they can still get hired. Even if walang experience, you can still get hired. And ang kailangan mong gawin is to stand out. So, when we have a job that a client posted, and then 10, 20 people apply to the same job, diba? You have to be able to stand out. You have to be able to show how you're different. You have to be able to catch the attention of the client so that they're gonna look at your cover letter, your application letter, more than the others. So, paano mo gawin yun? First of all, with cover letters and proposals, with profiles, with the interview, doing the actual job. So, these are the places that you can stand out. So, cover letters or proposals, these are parang the application letters. The profiles, parang this is like your CV, yung resume mo, yung profile. Interview during the interview itself, and performing the actual job. And these are the different areas that you can stand out. So, how do you create a profile that stands out? Dito muna tayo sa profile, sa CV. So this is an example of an Upwork profile. So if you don't know what this is, you can go to upwork.com, try to create a profile there. Number one is good picture. Important yung picture. Number two is good writing. Even if hindi ka ganun kagaling sa English, ask your friend na who knows how to do grammar, or you can do mga online grammar checking. Okay? Masyadong turn off kung sa resume pa lang mali-mali yung English. I know it doesn't need to be perfect, pero have someone check it. If hindi ka confident, have somebody else check it muna. Kahit sa interview, kahit hindi ka magaling, pero sa profile, masyadong turn off kung mali-mali. Pero sa interview, kung mali-mali yung mga yung English mo doon, it's more understandable. So you have skills that clients need. If you can see the jobs that are posted online, you can see, ito yung kailangan na skills. So these are the skills that I will be learning. These are the skills that I'll be putting in my profile so that clients will say, okay, may skills pa siyang ganito, and this is what I need. Number 4, have proof that you can do the work. Okay, so how do you show people? Ito yung importante. Like we talked about photographers, right? Na how are you going to convince? If you're a photographer, how are you going to convince a client that you are a good photographer, that they should hire you? You should have examples, samples of work. You can use Grammarly. It's a service online na free na to check your grammar and spelling. Thank you, guys. So, if photographer ka, how can you prove na kaya mo gawin even if wala ka pang clients before? Then you take pictures. You can still take pictures kahit hindi ka binayaran for those pictures. And it's the same thing with profiles. Na you show you have a portfolio, you show that you have sample work. Kahit hindi mo ginawa for pay, you can show, ito yung kaya kong gawin. Diba? Sa photographer, ito yung kaya kong gawin. Hindi ko binayaran dito, pero ito yung kaya kong gawin. It's the same thing when it comes to online jobs. You show them anong kaya mong gawin. If graphic designer ka, wala kang experience, gawa ka ng graphics para sa sarili mo. And then show it to them. Ito yung kaya kong gawin. Writer, if you're applying for writing jobs, pero wala ka pang experience, magsulat ka lang. And then you show it to them. Diba? Same din sa Microsoft Word, sa Excel, sa PowerPoint, sa Canva, sa calendar management. You create your own samples. Diba? Ang dami kasi ng tanong kanina, wala pa akong experience, wala pa akong maipakita ni client. How will I get hired? Gawa ka ng sample. Yun, that's the answer to this. And if you have previous jobs, and these previous jobs can be offline na work. Let's say you are a bookkeeper, and then you want to apply online. And you can show na, okay, may experience ako sa bookkeeping, may experience ako sa QuickBooks. Screenshot mo na yung QuickBooks na sabihin mo na, okay, I've worked with QuickBooks. And then, yun na ang portfolio mo. Ipakita mo sa kanya. So, yun, you create a profile that stands out with good picture, good writing, yun, read and reread, use Grammarly, have the skills that clients need, and have proof that you can do the work. Okay, clear, guys? Is everything clear so far? Or do you guys have questions? Okay, let me know if you have questions, or let me know if it's clear by typing in the comment section the word clear. Clear for newbies. Okay, good to hear. Good to hear kahit newbie, and that's the goal with this, na kahit newbie, makakaintindi ka what it takes when it comes to freelancing. What you need to do when it comes to freelancing. Ano bang ginagawa ng admin assistant? Data entry. Gawa ka ng sample data entry. Gawa ka ng sample transcription. Gawa ka ng sample Google Calendar. Ipakita mo sa kanya. Gawa ka ng sample sa Excel. Ipakita mo sa kanya. It doesn't need to be real information. Kahit sample information lang. Same din sa LinkedIn. if work is from the bank, you can explain it, di ba? Kasi hindi mo pwede i-screenshot or you can't take pictures. You can still say that you've done this before, di ba? And you can still create sample work based on what you've done sa bank. Kahit hindi yung information ng mga clients ng bank is not the same. Parang parang sample information lang. Anong kind of writing? What are you applying for? Are you applying for blog writing? Gawa ka ng blog post. Pakita mo sa client. Are you applying for social media writing? Yung mga posts? Gawa ka ng social media posts. Yun. You have to find ways to do it. Hindi mo lang sabihin, wala akong experience doon. Hindi ako pwede mag-apply. Wala akong ipakita ni client. Gawa ka ng sample work. Nung dati, when I was applying for websites, I started creating websites for clients. Wala akong experience. Ang hirap, di ba? What I did is I created fake websites na, okay, ito yung kaya kong gawin. Yun ang pinakita ko ni client. Okay. Go into detail only when responding to job posts. You can, yes, I agree with that. On your profile dito, you don't really need to go into too much detail into everything that you do because ang haba na nun. Parang summary lang to. And when it comes to job posts, kasi specific na, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Then you can go into detail and say, okay, ito. You can add a certificate. Yes, if you have certificates like you graduated from the VA bootcamp, nag-enroll ka, nag-graduate ka, then you can include that din and show it to them na I know how to do this. Okay, those are asking what skills. We talked about that earlier, what skills you can offer. It doesn't matter what previous job you had before. There are so many skills that you can offer. So yeah, I won't answer those specific questions but yun, if you're asking what skills can you offer, we talked about that earlier in part 2. You can rewind a little bit. Masyado mahaba yung discussion and we are running out of time. So, we have to move forward. Sorry for not answering that. Pero yun, natapos na kanina kasi. Okay, so what are common mistakes when writing a cover letter? Reusing the same cover letters. Just like, let's say there's this guy, tapos marami siyang mga chicks, marami siyang mga girls, si Anna, si Krisa, si Mel, si Honey, and then every morning he's sending the same message to each and every one of them. Good morning, lab, nag-breakfast ka na? Paulit-ulit yung message. Di ba mafe-feel na mga girls na parang generic yung message na to. Paulit-ulit yung message. Hindi siya specific. And when you're writing cover letters or application letters, you shouldn't reuse the same letters. You have to write it specific for the job that you're applying for. May replay, yes. The replay will be after this. It's for free. You have to write a cover letter specific. Now, you shouldn't be using the same cover letter kasi parang ang generic. If it's generic, clients can tell and they won't hire you. Being overly formal. Sanay tayo sa Pilipinas, di ba? Sir, ma'am, sir, I would be delighted to help you, sir, ma'am, sir. Sanay tayo, pero when it comes to Westerners, hindi siya overly formal. It's more of kahit first name basis. Hi, Joseph. Ganun. Rather than, sir, ma'am, sir. Oh, ganun. A lot of times, it's first name basis that they use. Number 3, sharing your life story. We've seen this in cover letters. Redundant din. Sir, ma'am, sir. Kasi sanay tayo, di ba? Pasok ka sa SM. Sir, ma'am, sir. Ito, ganun. So, yeah, sharing your life story. That's another mistake. An example here. Hi, my name is Martha. I graduated with a degree in BS Mathematics from the University of Cebu. Please hire me, sir. I am pregnant and my boyfriend left me. I really need the money. Last month, my mother got sick and I had to buy her medicines and so on and so on. So, don't share your life story because the clients, they don't really care about your life story. They won't hire you because naawa sila sa inyo. They'll hire you because you can do the work. And this is a crazy example, pero people still do this. People still share their life story. And then yung client is, wala akong pakialam. I'm looking for somebody to reply to emails. Anong pake ko sa life story mo? So, be direct to the point, sabi ni CJ. Be direct to the point. Kaya mong gawin ng trabaho o hindi? Di ba? Okay, so how are you doing so far? Okay, I hope you guys are doing okay. Let me look at these questions over here. We have one more part. Okay, It's already 8:32. We have one more part to go. We have a couple more topics to go. We're almost done. Oh, yung iba may MMK pa sa sa cover letter na, I really need this job. Please hire me. Nakita ko yun kasi I also posted jobs online. And then they, parang ganun, oh, please hire me because I need work. Once again, clients are not gonna hire you because you need work. They're gonna hire you because they need something done. I watched a video of a trainer that said, mahirap maghanap ng work as online freelancer because the industry is saturated. There are still a lot of jobs that you can find online. Totoo lang. You just have to learn how to stand out. Okay? It's challenging because you have to stand out. But it's not impossible. So I wouldn't discourage you. I'd say go for it. Go for it. You don't even need to enroll in courses. Go for it. If kaya mong gawin. A lot of people attend our free webinars, attend our free trainings, and they're able to get hired. Yung iba, they enroll in our courses. They say, okay, I need more help. So they enroll in our courses, which is okay. Pero yung iba, they don't even need it. So, I'd say go for it naman. Saturated for generalists, I think. That's why after learning from general, you niche down. Oo. I agree with that na generalists, you should niche down as soon as possible. Masyado na ako nag-enjoy sa web course. Sometimes inulit ko. Nakalimutan ko, need ko na mag-apply. Watch ng mga videos. Hindi mo din mag-apply. Can you give sample template of cover letter like its body or how tips? We have some blog posts. I think Riza nag-post, nagbigay ng link. Or ito, si Nova Luz. Thank you for sharing these. We have some of these blog posts that have this information. Okay, so konting segue dito, we'll talk about our VA Bootcamp packages. So we do have our courses. Once again, we have this free information. We also have yung packages namin na may bayad din. If you want to enroll, hindi man pilitan to. And once again, you can still get hired even if you don't enroll. First of all, we have the skills package. If you go to, ito yung website, vabootcamp.ph/enroll. You can see it at the bottom. We teach you all the skills in the skills package. It starts, installment is 1,990 pesos, 1,990, and we teach you the skills you need to start working as a virtual assistant. Okay. We also have the get hired package. So if may skills ka na, pero you don't know how to look for jobs online, we have the get hired package. And this teaches yung best practices in getting hired, how to create profiles na effective, how to create cover letters that work, how to do interviews properly, and you get guidance and mentorship to help you get your first job. So, ito yung get hired package. Next, we have the accelerated package. Yung accelerated package, it contains the skills plus yung nasa get hired package. Okay? So, you learn the skills and you learn how to apply for jobs. Ito yun, accelerated package natin. And if you enroll in the accelerated package, mga bonus courses that we're gonna give you for free. We're gonna include e-commerce, bookkeeping, and yung English courses namin. You'll get that for free if you enroll in our accelerated package. So yun. We also have the complete package, which has a coaching call with me monthly. We have with the complete students. We do a call every month. And you have over more than 10 courses when it comes to search engine optimization, web design, email marketing, writing, Facebook ads, how to start an agency, how to find your niche, lead generation, chatbot marketing, time management, and so on. So this is the complete package. Yung get hired, yung skills package, it's 1,490 yung installment, or 3,990. Yung get hired package, yung installment is 1,990, and then it's at 4,990 yung package na mismo. Yung accelerated package is at 2,990 if you are, tama ba yung prices ko? Punta mo na yung website. Sige, punta muna tayo sa website to be sure. Baka mali-mali yung sinabi ko. vabootcamp.ph/enroll, and let me share my screen with you. So if you go to vabootcamp.ph/enroll, this is the page here. You'll see my face, my video about the VA Bootcamp, some of our students, Ito yung kasama niya. You can read through all this so you'll learn more about the VA Bootcamp and may mga questions dito. Ito yung skills-only package. So we have installment package, either one-time or installment dito. So yung skills package, ito yung skills package sa leftmost side. Okay, here. Skills-only package. Yung get hired package nasa gitna. Yung accelerated package nasa right side. So ang nasa skills tapos nasa get hired, that's in the accelerated package. If you want to enroll in the complete package, which includes all of these courses, then you get the complete package, which is this one. So ang daming mga free courses that are included. So it's worth over 50,000 pesos. And you can get it for 19,990 or 3 payments of 6,990. Pero for most people, we recommend the accelerated package. Itong 7,990 or 3 payments of 2,990. But depending on what you need, you can get any other package din. Okay, so let me go back to our slides. After po, mga Canvas-specific questions. Meron po ba kayo in-offer after mag-enroll sa e-commerce? We have mga internships also. I think we have them here na you can get internships. Also, we have our free courses pala. If you go to vabootcamp.ph/free courses, you get so many free courses. We have more than 10 free courses that you can enroll in. Yung iba video, yung iba text. And these are some great free courses that you can join. Wala pong bayad to. Itong courses nito may bayad. Yung free courses, wala pong bayad at all. Ito, yung mga list of free courses namin, you can get the Virtual Assistant free course, the SEO free course, Social Media Management, E-commerce free course, Intro to Next Level Freelancing free course, Intro to Lead Generation, Email Marketing Better English, the Bookkeeping free course, the Web Design free course, and the Writing free course. So, ang daming mga free courses that you can avail of. Meron kami mga internships, parang apprenticeship. Meron kami mga apprenticeship. Oo. Sige, we're on to part 4, handling client interviews. Ayun. Okay, let's look here. I promised myself I will start from when I start earning, I will sponsor one person. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lily. That's very nice of you. Meron po kayong in-offer. Yeah, we have the internships. Once po nang avail ng package, how many working days pa ka makapag-work being VA? Ikaw bahala dyan. It's up to you. Because if you enroll and wala kang gawin, you'll never get hired. Pero if you enroll and you apply the things that you learn, yun, you can, yung iba, parang 2 weeks, parang I think the shortest is like 1 or 2 weeks after they enroll, they got hired. Normally, yung average is siguro 1 month to 2 months after they enroll. Pero it's up to you. Hindi ko sabihin na guaranteed makapagtrabaho ka. Kasi if you just enroll tapos wala kang gagawin, syempre, di ka makakatrabaho, di ba? I got goosebumps after I saw the amount. I'm sorry. It's okay. We do have the free information and the free courses. That's why these are also here for those that are not able to afford the courses or afford them yet. Then we have these free courses naman. If ever po ba ma-hire after mag-enroll get hired package, yes, pwede ka mag-upgrade. You can always upgrade to the higher package if you want. Yung internship po ba meron? Yes, may mga internships kami. Every month we have over 20 internships in different departments in the VA Bootcamp, which helps you apply the skills that you learned in the VA Bootcamp. Why is English and bookkeeping not included in my accelerated package? Send us an email, Rose. It should be included. If you enrolled, we started including it in 2019, I think, Rose, or 2020. There was a certain date we started including it. So send us an email, and we'll check on it for you. Meron akong training or practice after every course. Merong mga practice, merong mga exercises at the end of every course. And we do have the internships, but we don't have like yung specific training for every single course. Nawala yung internet. We'll be reviewing. If we take the free courses first, can you still help us to get hired? We can help. You can get a mentor. Yung tip ko dun is for you to get a flip mentor siguro. that's the best way that they can help you din. I'm willing to enroll after my goosebumps daw. Sige. Mawala po yung goosebumps mo. Hindi yun forever. How po mag-apply for internships? Once you finish the course, you'll see it in the group for students how you can apply for internships. It's only for the students though. So if hindi ka mag-enroll, we don't have internships open for you. When po yung bookkeeping free course? Anytime. It's recorded. So enroll lang kayo. It's free anytime. Can you give us a list of hiring sites for VA freelancers? Kanina, we talked about the freelance platforms. If you missed it, watch the replay. Chosen students ang pumama yung internships. Oh, we choose you because you have to apply for them. We don't have unlimited amount of internships. You have to apply for these internships. Okay, let's move on to part 4, handling client interviews. Okay, this is the last part of this webinar, so I hope you guys are still here. Thank you guys for still staying here. Those who are still here, I appreciate it very much. Teka lang, let me just open this link here so that you can let me just see here, and then let me share my screen. Teka lang, saan yun? Ay, let me share my screen. I'm gonna show you an interview, and we're not gonna make fun. We're here to learn, so this is a kind of amusing interview. Pero take note not to make fun of the guy being interviewed. Teka lang, may sounds ba to? I hope this has sounds because I'm using a different software right now. Let me just play it. Let me know if you can hear something or not.
Now, mother gone, father gone. I'm looking for job.
May sound ba? Teka lang.
So tell me about yourself.
Good morning, Madam Ji. I'm Vijender Dullar from Panchkula, Haryana. We are land family Jimida, and all land gone now. Mother gone, father gone. I'm looking for job. I am completing B from IGNO, civilian engineering. Or Madam Ji, my hobby, watching homely movies and workouting in gym.
So why do you think you're suited for the position of site inspector?
Madam Ji, I'm old construction. Construction come nature to me. Negotiation, selling, buying land, I can do very well. And Madam Ji, I have deep knowledge, Madam, deep. And if you keep Vijender with you, you are finished, Madam.
So what do you think are your strengths?
Madam Ji, there is one saying in Haryana, देशा में देश हरियाणा जित दूध दही का खाना, Madam Ji. So Madam Ji, most of the time I lift up all the weight in gym, Madam Ji.
I meant to ask about your professional qualities.
Madam Ji, I am professional, but construction is for man. As you can see, no one can mess with me and take me right away. And I don't let them get away. Women cannot do that.
Okay, so there, yun, like what part of the interview?
Myself, Ronojoy Guhata Kurta.
It's still playing. Teka
Actually,
lang.
I'm from.
Okay, so what part of the interview got your attention? Like what part of that interview got your attention the most? Sabi nila, I almost laughed at the guy, but I feel him, I do. Oh, di ba? Parang hindi sila nakakaintindihan ng interviewer, di ba? So it's kind of it's funny to that point na hindi sila nakakaintindihan. So we're not trying to make fun of him. But we also want to learn. We're here to learn. It's amusing. Out of topic sa questions. Oo. Yun ang ano. Yun ang isa, di ba? Parang ano yung strengths mo? Okay, I am very strong, di ba? I can lift all the weight in the gym. Oh. So, we don't want to have an interview like that, di ba? Natanggap po ba yun? What if you're the interview? What do you think? Interviewer, would you accept that person for the job? So, he was giving away too much personal information. Diba? So, it's funny, diba? It's funny that you see it like that. Na, ito, we see this guy who's giving out so much personal information, hindi sila naintindihan ng client. But this actually happens in interviews. Not to this extent naman. Pero yung mga tanong ni client na, okay, can you do this? Ano mo sagot to, di ba? Parang ang layo ng sagot nito. Sobrang strong mo. Anong strength mo, di ba? Oh, very good strength, di ba? That was kind of the funny one, yung hindi sila nakaintindihan. But yeah, and he was giving away like so much information. May parang life story siya, di ba? May life sharing siya ng konti. And I know that he's Indian, but tayong mga Pinoy, we also have that tendency. We also have the tendency of giving away so much information. I've seen interviews, para sanay tayo, di ba, as Filipinos, to give also so much information about ourselves na, yes, I have 3 kids, ages, ganito, ganyan. I am, di ba, parang, tell me about yourself. Ang daming information, parang buong life story na shinare. Di ba? So, yun, he doesn't show sincerity. Naguluhan ng interviewer. So, yun, that's an example of what not to do in an interview. Yung pilit niyang in-explain yung gusto niya sabihin. Kahit wala sa question, di ba? Pinilit niya talaga. I think na-tense po siya, kaya nag-struggle siya to answer. That's a very good perspective. Na-tense siya, di ba? And that happens din. That happens din to us, di ba? It's funny when we watch it, pero when you're there, when you're the interviewee, you're gonna be, di ba, and nag-struggle ka, sobrang kang tense. That's when yung mga sagot mo can be out of this world yung mga sagot, di ba? So, yun. Okay, so let's move on from that. It's just icebreaker ng konti. So, how do you prepare for interviews? And make sure you're not like that guy earlier, the construction, construction something. So, technology, environment, skills, English, mindset, and behavior. So these are the 5 areas which we're going to talk about when it comes to preparing for interviews. Okay, technology. First, computer and internet and backup internet, webcam, headset, non-distracting background, and good lighting. So these are the things that you should have when it comes to an interview. Computer, internet, backup internet is also important. For me, my backup internet is with my cell phone. Yung hotspot, may Wi-Fi hotspot sa cellphone mo. That's what I use. Webcam, hindi naman kailangan maganda yung webcam mo. And yung iba, they don't have a webcam, pero they use their cell phone na lang. They use their cell phone for interviews instead. Yung headset is also important. Ako, I have a dedicated microphone right now. That's why the sound quality is pretty good. Yung headset is important, especially sa Pilipinas na maraming mga background noise. And good lighting. So, minsan may mga lighting. Ako, may light ako dito. Minsan may mga lighting. Let me just show you mga examples of lighting. Tanggalin ko yung light na to. Okay. Ayaw matanggal. Teka lang. Ay, hirap. Sige. May mga lighting na parang ganyan, di ba? Sometimes we have lighting or parang horror na ganito yung lighting. So, I think we go over this in the next slides. Pero, good lighting is important na medyo nasa harap yung ilaw mo. Okay. So, these are the things when it comes to technology and yung mga technical stuff that we find is important when it comes to interviews. And these are small things, minsan, pero they make a big difference. So, finding the right camera angles, that's also like, you don't want to have the camera underneath na parang nakita yung yung nasa ilong mo. More of eye level as much as possible. Okay. Sige. For the environment, sige, nasa Pilipinas tayo. Do you know this sound? Sige, ito. Sige, ano yun? What's that? What sound is that? Or this sound? And do you have those sounds around you? Are those parang the sounds around you where you are? So as much as possible in the environment, you don't want to have those sounds with you, pero minsan we can't stop it. If you're trying to create a good impression, try your best. Sometimes you really can't stop it. Na may mga aso, may dadaan. That's normal sa atin sa Pilipinas. But if as much as possible, once again, minimize the chances of that happening. Yung rooster, I remember there was a student who said na the rooster made a sound, tapos yung client parang, are you on a farm? Do you live on a farm? Kasi may roosters doon, di ba? So, it's not something that's normal sa kanila. yung tuktugaok sa Bisaya. Ano yung sa Tagalog? Present lahat ng sounds na yan dito sa amin, patay. Yun nga, as much as possible, you want to minimize them. Pero if hindi talaga kaya, you can just explain to the client and just apologize. Oh, I'm sorry, the background is a bit noisy. And then, yung timing, di ba? Timing of the interview is kind of important to minimize these sounds din. Sige. So, sounds, minimal background noise, minimal interruptions as much as possible. Ay, yung construction, sobrang ingay nun. And when you have these sounds around you, it's important na may headset ka. Yung may microphone talaga na headset. Kasi at least yung microphone is kinukuha niya yung boses mo rather than the outside sound. So, if that's your background, you really need a headset na may microphone. Hindi yung headset nandito yung like sa cellphone, di ba? Dito yung microphone. Kasi kinukuha yung mga background noises. Yung may mic talaga dito. Okay? So, if you have that, alam mo na, bili ka na ng headset. Mura lang naman yung headset. And then you can get one. Nasa Lazada lang yan. You can get one with a microphone. Even yung mga mumurahin, as long as may microphone siya. Isa na po niyo kay those at kapitbahay and so on. Minimal visual noise. Sige. Yung lighting, nga. Ito yung sabi ko kanina. Diba? You don't want to scare the client. Diba? If this is sa interview, ganito yung lighting mo. Parang mabiglaan si client. Diba? Lighting preferably in front of you, nasa harap mo. Not directly above, below, or behind you. Sige. Yes, during interview, it's better if you use a headset. Better pa nga kung mag-headset ka kaysa wala. At our place, there's no rooster dog, but you can hear a lot of neighbors fighting. As you get on your nerves. Okay. Yun din, mahirap. So if you have that background noise, kailangan may headset ka. Actually, for interviews. Otherwise, maguguluhan si client. Minsan maguguluhan siya and ma-turn off siya, hindi dahil sa'yo, pero dahil sa parang environment, naguguluhan siya, and it might affect your interview, yung outcome of the interview. Yes, yung if you're using a headset with noise cancellation, it will prevent, di ba? Hindi totally ma-eliminate lahat, pero at least mababawasan yung background noise. So that's when you should really get something with a microphone, and better if may noise cancellation. If you have the budget for it, you get something with noise cancellation and may microphone talaga. Okay, skills. Communicate them confidently. So, you want to be able to show that you have the skills that are required for the job. When it comes to English, a lot of people ask, do I need perfect English to be a freelancer? The answer is no. Hindi naman. We have a lot of successful students na medyo wrong grammar sa interview, pero confident sila. Confident sila sa mga questions. So kahit wrong grammar, okay pa rin yung mga sagot nila. Like unlike yung kanina, di ba? Parang yung out of this world yung mga sagot niya. Di ba? So even if you don't have perfect English, pero you can answer a question properly, okay na yun. Diba? Kaysa perfect yung English mo, pero yung mga sagot mo, parang out of this world yung mga sagot mo, diba? As long as you can read and understand English instructions, as long as you can execute these instructions and express yourself in English, you can be a freelancer. So you don't need to have perfect English. Okay. What's most important when it comes to interviews is your mindset and behavior. Okay? Because yun, 'di ba, dahil sa fear, dahil sa nervousness, you might end up yun answering questions na wala sa parang wala sa isip mo, or just out of nowhere yung mga sagot mo. Ayun naman tayo sa confidence. Bibili ako ng marami. Importante talaga yung confidence kahit hindi ka magaling sa English. One of our students, we did an interview a couple of years ago with Manuel Domingo. And he talks about it, na hindi siya magaling sa English, pero dahil sa confidence niya, parang pinatawa niya lang yung client. And na-hire naman siya. And he's earning a lot of money right now, actually. Na-hire niya pa yung mga, I think yung asawa niya, yung kapatid niya, because of the amount of work that he's doing. So yeah, what's most important is your mindset and behavior. Having a positive mindset. No matter what the outcome, you're okay. If you get hired, you're happy. If you don't get hired, you learn from it. Ito yung importante. Na you learn from it every time you have a bad experience, or every time you are not hired, every time you get rejected. What's important is that you learn from, because you can become better and better each time. Okay? And if you take it that way, every single experience you get better and better. Yun, with practice through a lot of interviews, then you can get hired. We have some of our students, for the first few interviews, wala talaga sila. As in, they were too nervous. They weren't able to present their skills. They weren't able to tell the client that they can do the work properly. Pero the more you go through interviews, the more you practice. Even if you practice with a friend, with your spouse, or even with a mirror, then you can get more confidence. Practice lang yun. One of the big things is practice lang yun. So, okay, how do you moving on. Receiving payments from clients. In Upwork, you can get local funds transfer, so you can get deposit directly sa bank account mo, or you can transfer to PayPal. Otherwise, you can do PayPal, may TransferWise, may mga transfer options right now that you can get it transferred sa local banks mo, sa BPI mo, sa BDO, sa Metrobank, and so on. So, right now, this is not a problem anymore, unlike a few years ago na mas mahirap. So, I won't go over these one by one, okay? But, yes, you can receive payments, BDO, BPI, BDO, Standard Chartered Bank, Metrobank, East West Bank, and so on. Ito, good. Hire or not, always say thank you to the client. Yes. You always thank them, because if they don't hire you, you can always ask. One of the good things is that if they don't hire you, you can ask, can I ask, just so that I know what to do next time? Is it okay if I ask why I didn't get the job? And most clients, they will appreciate it. Ma-appreciate nila yun, na yung candidness mo, na saying, being able to ask for feedback. And you can even get, yung iba, they'd even hire you and say, oh, galing ng nito ng attitude nito. And they'd hire you, or they'd give you some really good feedback on why you didn't get hired. So, I highly recommend you do that. So yeah. So sharing a story. Sige, storytelling na tayo. Sharing a story of Ronski Phoenix. He was here earlier. He chatted here. He posted here in the comments. I'm not sure if he's still here right now. Buhay freelancer. Katas ng freelancing. Flex ko lang ito to inspire, not to brag. 1 year after I graduated from VA Bootcamp, timeline. So, in May 31, 2018, nag-enroll siya sa starter course. Yung parang skills package ngayon sa VA Bootcamp. After 1 month, masid sa FB group kung legit or not. So, 1 month siya parang trying to find out if legit yung VA Bootcamp or not, and nag-enroll siya sa starter course, which is parang yung skills package right now. Graduated after 1 month, just studying 1 hour per day. 14 to 7 days after the Hustle Challenge, he got his first client in Guru.com. So, he took 1 month of taking the course, let's say mga 15 days of joining yung Hustle Challenge. Ito yung parang guided program namin na may coaches ka. And he got his first client. And pinasok ko yung Upwork and had multiple clients. To make my story short, I reached my first 10K earnings on my first year and then doubled on my second year. So, in the first year, he was able to earn $10K, that's mga 500,000 pesos. And in the second year, he was able to double that. Some conclusion, sa mga aspiring freelancer, ang bago lang dyan, isa masabi ko or share ko sa inyo. Nagawa ko to sa malamang. Kaya nyo din to. Baka mamaskit pa dito. But of course, I will give you the benefit of the doubt as what I did para fair naman ang laban. Makes sense. So yun. He joined the VA bootcamp, and yung katas ng freelancing, bumili na siya ng bahay from his earnings in freelancing. And I'm very proud of Ronski's progress and his story din. So, yun, this is just one example of somebody that graduated from the VA bootcamp. And hopefully this can inspire you as to parang what's possible. What's possible in freelancing. Right. Some quick announcement, by the way, guys. We are launching our Flip Upskill webinars. And ito, may webinar tayo. May tanong kanina, saan mabibili yung confidence? Dito siya mabibili sa Flip Upskill webinar. Bong Isleta is having a webinar next week. Ito, may bayad yung webinar na to. Ngayon, this is a free webinar, and we are having webinars na may bayad. Yung bayad dito is only 99 pesos. Okay? So, if you want to ask, saan mabibili yung confidence dito? Makano? 99 pesos. So next week, fears that are holding you back from freelancing and how to overcome them. May sign up link dito, vab.ph/flipupskill. Okay, vab.ph/flipupskill. You can go to that link, and sana makuha mo yung confidence dito sa webinar na to. Those that are asking about saan mabibili yung confidence. Okay, so the free gift we're talking about, how you can get this guide, the basic tools and apps you should learn to start working online. And we're gonna give you this free gift for everyone that stayed on. Thank you guys. Even if you're watching the replay, you can get this free gift. All you have to do is go to vab.ph/ft2021. In-update ko yung link, by the way, Mari, in case you're wondering. So, vab.ph/ft2021. Pabili po ng confidence. Sige, attend kayo ng webinar na to. It's all about facing fears and getting that confidence. Alright, so that's it, guys. We covered so much tonight. We covered the basics of freelancing. We covered how to get jobs, how to create profiles. We talked about where you can get jobs, how you can get paid, and so many other topics tonight. So I hope you learned a lot in whatever you do. And like I said earlier, I hope you took notes. Did you guys take notes? Sabihin nyo yung totoo. Did you guys take notes? Nag-notes ba kayo? You say yes or no if you took notes. Did you guys take notes? Let me know in the comment section down below. Ayun, walang sumasagot. Kung mag-notes ba kayo? Yes, okay. Sige. And important is take action. May saying dito, the distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So, if you just attended this and you're not gonna take action, walang mangyari sa buhay mo. But if you want your life to change, if you want to be like ito, si Ronski, not just one story, we have hundreds of stories like this. May mga interviews kami, as in, it's never ending, the stories that we see, the success that we see from our VA boot campers, from our students, and from the members of Flip. So, nakaka-inspire talaga. Okay? So hopefully you can reach this din. Na-inspire kayo dito. And this is something na kaya nyo gawin. But you have to take action. You have to take action. And the distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So, if you want your dreams to just be dreams, don't take action. But if you want it to be reality, that's when you take action. Okay? Enrolled and ready for August 28. Okay? Yung saan mabibili yung confidence, dito siya mabibili. Sa webinar na to. It's only introductory price lang to. Later on, we might charge more for these webinars. So right now, it's only 99 pesos. And I recommend that you take advantage of this. Okay? Didn't take notes, but so informative. Was not able to get all since my internet has poor connection. May replay naman, guys, so it's fine. Thank you so much. Informative lessons, took screenshots. Includes your handsome face. I can't do anything about that. So yeah, took notes. Thanks a lot. Lots of notes. Yes, yes. Took notes. Bukas gawa na ako cover letter. Oh, yun. Taking action talaga. Thank you. Meron pong notes. Thank you po sa first time sa live. Didn't take notes, pero you can always watch the replay. And baka take notes naman sa replay. Thanks, sir. I've learned a lot. Bibili na ako ng confidence. Confidence. Importante talaga yung confidence. Dito yung link. And thank you, Riza, for also sharing the link. So, yes, guys, please take action. Thank you for attending. Thank you for staying on. And most importantly, more than anything else, take action. Whether you're going to apply for jobs, whether you're going to enroll in our courses, or take advantage of our webinar, then you can always do that as well. So thank you, and have a great Sunday. Bye.